Alright, The Walking Dead, episode 5, Wildfire. So basically, we take off where we left off, is where Andrea is still over Amy's body. She's still protective over Amy's body, and she really, is just kind of trying to take all this pain and suffering in because her her sister, her best friend, you know, basically her whole life has been changed now that, not only are her parents gone, but now her sister's gone. So, she stays with the body until it starts to zombify, and she holds it up. She says, I'm sorry for not being there, uh, with your birthday and stuff like that. And Amy starts to zombify. She starts to go for Andrea's neck. She starts to make the zombie sounds, and Andrea pulls the trigger on her head and blows her brains out, basically to put her in peace and let her rest. We also get another surprise is that Jim, who basically was the guy in the other episode who was digging up, he was digging in the ground. We find out that he was actually during the zombie attack, he was bitten. So they come up with a plan, and at first, they went crazy. They were like, "Oh, you got bit? What's going on? Well, should we kill this guy or not?" But they decided, you know what? Stop. Rick, being the man he is, he's like, let's do something else. Let's keep him sedated. Don't kill him. So they decide to go to a place to CDC, which is a couple miles away from where they are now. And everybody decides, yeah, it's best that we bury the bodies. The zombies, they put the zombies on fire, and the people who were killed, they just bury them in the ground. So that's that. And they decide we gotta leave the camp. So everybody gets in their different vehicles, and one of the families, they decide they're not gonna go with the crew. They decide they want to go with their family members. So they take a vehicle when they leave. They say their goodbyes, and they leave the rest of the group to themselves, and they depart. And they get halfway to their destination, and the trailer actually breaks down. So Jim, who is going through a lot right now, him being bit by a zombie, he's starting to feel the effects. He's starting to feel his death creep up on him. So he decides, you know what, just leave me here. They leave him by another tree, and they leave him there, and they say their goodbyes and everything like that. And Rick asks him, "Do you want a gun, just in case just in case Walker comes up, or just in case you might want to take yourself out because you are bitten by a zombie, you're going to be zombified." So he decides no, it's okay, and the group leaves him. So they get to the area, and we get to see this gentleman who is a research guy. He's trying to figure out a way. He's been staying underground in the CDC area, and he's been trying to figure out a cure or something like that for the zombies, and how we can stop this outbreak from happening, or how to stop it from getting worse than it already is. And he's starting to go crazy himself because he says he's been staying up late nights. He doesn't know whether it's day or night. He's been drinking. And then the rest of the group, they get to the city. They get to the area, and they see all these dead bodies next to this government facility. And Rick is so convinced that there's someone inside this building, which there is. And the other group is like, look, let's get out of here. Nobody's here. everybody is gone or dead. Let's leave this area and let's get somewhere safe. And a couple of walkers sense them, and they take care of the walkers. They shoot them down, stuff like that. And Rick is just, he starts to break down mentally. All the stuff is going on. He's like, I know you're in there. I know you can hear me. Let us in here. And just as the group is about to walk off and they grab Rick, the door opens. And the door opens and we see this white light and the episode ends. So there's only one episode left in this season. It's still a good show. Still loving it. Still loving the dynamic and the characters. The cast has really almost been cut in half because we've lost Amy, Jim, Merle. Really, I think I know who's gonna die in the next episode, though. I think I have a good idea, and I think I'm gonna make a prediction. It's gonna be Shane. I think Shane is really becoming jealous of Rick. He's becoming envious of Rick and his relationship with his family. He's still getting over the fact that Rick is still alive, and Shane is, he had that gun when they were in the forest. He had that gun pointed at Rick like he was gonna kill him. And even if it wasn't for the old man, he probably would have killed the guy. So I see Shane definitely dying in the. I predict he's gonna die in the next episode. It's either gonna be him or the old man. That's just a guess, though. I really don't know where the series is headed. It's really kind of taking a different path than the comics have, so I don't know where the series is headed and stuff like that. So it's open to anything. Anything can happen. Still a great show. I'm loving it. If you haven't been watching it, please do check it out. The Walking Dead, episode 6, Wildfire. I give it another solid 10 out of 10. The next episode, TS19. That's going to be the last episode in this season. And that's going to be on December 5th, 2010. And that is it.